Hey, my name's Jacob, and I want to welcome each and every one of you to the Aristotle Academy. This is the go-to community for driven entrepreneurs that finally want to stop being seen as that freelancer, that part-timer, and finally be seen as that expert, the authority within your industry, an actual business. So you can start charging more, get more clients through the door, and most importantly, be more selective with the clients you work with so you can actually start enjoying the work you do, be passionate about your skill set. And let's not even mention the lifestyle changes that you can acquire from getting more money through the door. But I would like to make one thing fundamentally clear with you. I'm not going to sit here and make empty promises. I'm not going to sit here and say I could help you scale your business to 30k per month in under 3 months. That might be possible with what I'm going to teach you, but more than 50% of this is you. I've helped hundreds of businesses scale their businesses through positioning their brand as the authority. I've helped them make more money, be more selective with the clients they work with, but I've also worked with a fair few clients that haven't put the work in and they haven't seen the results that they expected. But without any further ado, let's jump into it. Guys, I'll make this really quick. So I scaled my own agency beyond 5k per month. I've been growing that for the last 2.5 years. I'm also a member of the 6-figure design club, recognized as a Squarespace Circle Gold expert and educated within the industry. I've posted more than 100 Squarespace tutorials. Then on top of that, web design, it's not enough. Knowing how to put a website, a brand together, what colors work with what, that just makes me a web designer, right? I've also got an intensive sales background. I've worked as a closer in multiple countries. I've sold investments, I've sold courses, whatever you can name it. I've been doing sales for the last 5 years of my life. I actually worked alongside Jordan Belfort at a property event in central London. He's someone I've followed for many years. I use a lot of his strategies. I've also worked hands-on with hundreds of businesses. I've used the exact strategies that I'm going to teach you within this course. From the changes I've made to my own businesses, I've also been able to travel every month this year, which has been absolutely incredible. A lot of business owners sort of forget that. They stay in that grind mindset. They're constantly chasing their own tail. Just remember the reason you started the business in the first place. I absolutely love the work I do. I love the clients I work with. Really passionate about taking brands to the next level. So let's just start. Welcome to the Aristotle Academy. This community is for business owners to get to the next level in terms of their positioning. A lot of your clients can actually tell you don't do this full time. We need to change your positioning to be that of an expert, the authority within your industry. I will teach you the exact methods I have used to help hundreds of businesses charge more, get more consistent work, and be more selective with who they work with. It all starts with understanding who is worth your time and effort and speaking to them directly through Aristotle's 3 pillars, the design and the words. So I'm going to teach you the Aristotle 3 pillars of persuasion literally in the first course. It's the most important thing fundamentally in business, in sales, in terms of just speaking to your ideal customer. So let's jump into some testimonials, some case studies. This is a bit more of a personal testimonial because fundamentally I practice what I preach. What I teach you within this community is exactly what I use day to day in my own 2 businesses. Oh, pretty much. I joined this estate agency a couple of years ago. I'm a partner in the agency. When I joined in early 2025, fees were below the national average. They were very desperate to get houses listed with them. They were traveling miles and miles out of area just to go onto viewings. They were working from one office for over 10 years, zero expansion. They were really chasing their own tail. But today, what I have done, I've really become the face of the brand. Every post I put out, every conversation we have on the phone, we are speaking to our ideal customer. I'm constantly drilling this into the staff members. We're constantly doing training sessions about speaking to our ideal customer. Every part of the business is speaking to our character avatar, the logo, the posts you put out on social media, the advertisements, they are speaking to that ideal customer. So you need to remember that's the most important thing. And also on top of that, couple of months ago, we opened our 2nd office and we're actually looking to open our 3rd next year. This is Ozfloop. As you can see, this is their previous website here. And a couple of months later, this bad boy, some stunning animations. I was working with a graphic designer to make these amazing graphics here as well. This is a message that I got from Josh, one of the directors. So I worked out the medium for this. And being modest, that has brought them in an extra 900K annually. This was one of my favorite clients to work with. He's really willing to get on board, invest in the way his brand came across, and clearly the ads also worked because we were speaking to that ideal customer. And it's also worked for Tim, for Sean, for Joe, for Aaron, Blue, Cole, Ashley, Gustav, hundreds more. So there's my credibility. Hopefully that's enough for you. I've helped hundreds of brands achieve the results I'm going to teach you within this free school community. But let me just say this. If you're currently at a stage in your business, you feel like a freelancer, you feel like you're doing this part-time, you're fundamentally going to get eaten up by AI unless you're willing to change, unless you're willing to position yourself as a genuine brand, as a genuine expert. The analogy I often use is, would you negotiate with your doctor about medical bills? So you go to a doctor, your shoulder's sort of hurting, you tell him your symptoms, and then the doctor looks at his notes, he provides you with a solution. He then tells you exactly what this is going to cost to sort your shoulder out. Are you going to negotiate with him? Are you going to sit there and argue with him about the medical expenses? I don't think you are, because fundamentally, that doctor knows a lot more than you. He has a lot more medical knowledge. And if you're going to get in a debate with him about why your shoulder's hurting, fundamentally, you're going to lose. That's how you need to position yourself as a business. And as long as you frame it in the right way, fundamentally, you can charge a lot more and you can be a lot more selective with who you work with. Provide them with that solution, you will be absolutely fine and you will be irreplaceable. In fact, you will flourish as a business. And yes, this is completely free. There are zero upsells. I just want to have as many conversations with driven entrepreneurs as possible. If you don't reach out to me, I'll probably reach out to you. Who knows? We might even hop in a call, have a conversation. I'd love to hear more about your business. I'm here to help as many serious business owners grow. So if you're some kid that's going to jump on here, if you see your skill set as some quick money grab, you don't want to provide any real value, you're simply going to get removed. I really hope you guys get the most value from this as possible. It is years of knowledge, being in the right rooms. So take it on board. Most importantly, put it into action, and I look forward to speaking to some of you.